Hello, everybody. I'm Erika.
And I'm Sarah. This is the Living Understaffed podcast, the chaos we can't clock out of. We have been kicking ass and taking names and have a bit of an announcement to make on this episode. So, Erika, take it away.
We have another affiliate. As you know, Sarah and I run on vibes and caffeine mostly. And now we are officially Everyday Dose affiliates, which means you get 45% off your first coffee and starter kit purchase. Mushroom magic, no jitters, all focus. Hit the link in the show notes to upgrade your caffeine chaos.
Before we get started on the episode, I do want to throw out that there will be a couple of author promos on this episode from our weekend at Lit Libations. I'm just so pumped that we got to connect with so many people and so many cool creative individuals. So I want to make sure that we say that in the beginning before we forget. But definitely check out their information in the show notes too. They're going to be tagged and everything. And I can personally tell you that every single creative that we came into contact with was absolutely wonderful. Every single person that sat down in our chair with us to record, every book description, I was like, oh, I'd read that. Oh, I'd read that. Oh, 100%. So definitely go check out their socials, give them a follow. Following someone on social media is free. Sharing their page is free. And that's what we're here to do, is we're here to shamelessly plug those authors who are doing the damn thing and doing the hustle just like we are. So go check them out.
And everyone we met was so nice. Like, so genuinely, like, kind. Because
lovely.
You meet all kinds of people at events like that. Like, I used to do events like that all the time with my mom. And there's usually always, like, a few people that just aren't interested. And everyone that came up to us was really nice, like, genuinely. Like, no one was coming up and, like, just trying to pick apart what we were doing. Which, like, wouldn't have mattered anyway. But you kind of expect at least a few people at events like that. And everyone was so nice and so complimentary. Like, who was that lady that came up to us? She's like, I watched your episodes and I saw you online and I thought you were beautiful, but in person you're stunning.
That was Vanessa, and then Samantha Chambers. Like, we had, first of all, the fact that everyone was completely blowing up our egos and just fueling the fire of having, like, that. I kid you not, you guys, when I walked into that room and we set up early, we set up our table, we set up the photo booth, we did all these great things, and then we recorded an episode that we, of course, yapped too fucking long. But, like, we got to meet so many incredible people, and we connected so hard with everyone that I'm gonna rant about it forever. I am so grateful to be connected with Casey Bookbeat. The Lit Libations show, I feel like, is a lifetime show. This is something that we have to be a part of now. We have to. So, and for those of you that might be new to the show, this background back here is from Lit Libations last weekend. This was done by Elizabeth Bird, and she was part of the decorations team. And this is, like, she let us keep this background, and I was like, I have to share it. Plus, there's a judgmental rabbit on it, and we're gonna call him Side-Eye Jack because obviously. So I love it. I'm just so pumped. The whole weekend itself was an absolute success, and I cannot wait. And officially, we signed up for the November show. So we'll see you guys in November. You're welcome.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Anyway, do tell us what today's episode is about.
Being single is an adventure. And there's some real bad Tinder bios out there. And like messages, like first message, there are quite a few where I'm like, that's when you decided to go with. All right. And I thought I would share it with all of you. Like you can find funny ones online. All the ones that I'm going to share are bios that I have personally come across or messages that I have received. So we can laugh at my suffering together.
Okay, I'm here for it.
Also, Sarah, how have you been understaffed? Because we fucking suck and totally forgot that part.
Can we just talk about how the Lit Libations weekend was, I'm gonna say it again, absolutely phenomenal. My dumb ass did not take Monday off of work. So I dropped Erika off at the airport. I drove to Clinton Mo to meet up with the smut peddler, author Meg Becker, to have lunch and talk for a couple hours. And then I drove the other 2.5 hours home. I immediately slept for like 3 hours. And then I was awake half the night because I was sleeping at 7, 8, 9 o'clock p.m. for a nap. And Monday was absolutely atrocious as far as productivity. Also this week has just been, I've mentioned it before, but there's some like left seat, right seat stuff going on in our office. And it was just been a shit show this week. And then I have a training tomorrow that's all day training to get like the majority of my annual requirements out of the way. And they're all in person. I signed up for it months ago, obviously not knowing how understaffed I would be. Oh, well, signed up for it. RSVP is there. And I did get a little pissed at my team this week, mostly because like I don't take leave very often. And even if I do take leave, I am on my phone answering students. I am available. Like it's, especially because the computer problems that everyone has all the time, especially if they're new to class and they're trying to get their papers done. Like it's a hot mess when you're doing that, like the IT stuff. This weekend, if anybody needed anything, most especially if it wasn't like urgent or something that could wait until Monday, I would shoot them a message and be like, hey, sorry, I'm on leave. I'll talk to you on Monday. Like, shoot me a message and remind me. I'll talk to you on Monday. We had arrivals come in over the weekend, and we always do group chats with the students to just be like, hey, we have your flight info. Here's your lodging, blah, 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 blah. And I was on leave, and my team didn't send anyone a follow-up message. Didn't ask anyone, like, did everyone arrive okay? Were there any flight delays? Is everyone okay? Were there any issues at the hotel? Like, these are the customer service things that I do. And I'm not saying that no one can do them but me. But, like, for me, the forethought is if someone goes on leave, what is it that they would normally be doing that we need to cover down on? And I don't, like, it is kind of a toot my own horn thing because I normally would just take care of it. But this weekend, it wasn't even Lit Libations and you being in town and getting to see Meg for the 0.2 seconds that I did. That was my priority. Like, I don't care. And I was kind of upset when I got to work and realized, I was like trying to catch up mentally. I was just upset. So if November goes well enough, I am going to take the day off after Lit Libations. It's sort of like, going on a vacation, and I have to take that day off after I get home because you just need it. I think I'm just, mental health wise, going to have to take that next day off. And then you got to take the day off and had a migraine. So how are you understaffed?
I took Monday off. I actually took Monday and Tuesday off and forgot and showed up to work on Tuesday anyway. So, I didn't take that day of leave, obviously. I did go home like 2 hours early because I had a migraine. I was okay on Monday, but I slept all fucking day, like all day. And then I got up, went to work. I was still kind of tired. I was still you know, that like pre-migraine fog. And I was like, no, it's fine. It's fine. I've got this.
I got this.
It's totally cool. It's fine.
You're
I just need to
insane.
drink more caffeine. It'll be okay. Was not okay.
Notice how you say caffeine and not more water. You dick.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's probably part of it. And yeah, so I went home, had a migraine, took a nap, and then woke up and then fell asleep around like 9:30. Jesus Christ. And then I woke up this morning and I was great. I was fine. Everything was A-okay.
So what you're saying is that for November, we need to take Monday and Tuesday off that weekend.
Yes. Yes. Also, to be fair, though, I drink water. You can give me shit about not drinking water. How many hours of sleep did you get last night, Sarah?
First of all, this is not... We were talking about you, ma'am. We were talking about you. Also,
you know what?
I don't ever get any sleep.
Exactly. Exactly.
Last night's so fucking different. I mean, it was different. At least I was tired enough to fall asleep within like 5 minutes.
That's not better. That's not... No, I was really tired. I fell asleep right away. No,
yeah,
ma'am. The fact that you never get a lot of sleep is not helping your case at all. I never drink enough water.
And I never get enough sleep.
Exactly. Don't judge me.
Don't call me out like that. God.
The amount of people that I was like, that texted me and I was like, oh, I have a migraine. Fucking Greg was like, drink some water.
Greg.
He gave me so much shit about that. He gives me shit about that on a regular basis. He's like, one day you and Sarah will learn to say my name correctly. And I was like,
Greg. At this point, I refuse.
Greg. He's from Michigan. He should understand that we're never going to say it right.
Also, even he has a fucking accent. Eat a dick, dude.
Exactly. Greg.
GFY, buddy. GFY. So, today's episode, now that we've circled back from our fucking understaffed life, listen, I post Lit Libations. I can't even fucking string 5 thoughts together. I'm just on such a high that I'm just loving life. And then we jumped on the recording and I was like, hey, what's the episode today? And she mentioned some video that we watched like 3 fucking weeks ago. And I'm like, I have no memory of that video. I remember the characters and I know the movie that you're talking about, but I have no memory of it. So
yeah,
we decided to do Tinder profiles.
Because we have a lot of bad Tinder profiles. Don't worry. Those are not in short supply. So this one I know I've shared with you, but it's still funny. So
Okay, let's go.
This one, unapologetically offensive towards certain folks, most especially communists. Okay. I'm traditional. I'll be the man. I'll expect you to be the lady. I'm no saint, but I'm a Christian. If you aren't, please kindly swipe left. Feminists are dumb. Bonus points if you want to live on a small farm. Don't have stupid colored hair. Keep in mind that this guy liked my profile and I had purple hair at that time.
Maybe he doesn't think purple is stupid.
Hate politicians and are ready to revolt against a tyrannical government and live farm life. Ugh. If early conversation sucks, I'm out. I like talking about conspiracies and other crazy stuff. Sorry.
That's a heavy hitter. That's
Mhm.
that's heavy. Okay. Are we doing a 1-for-1 swap or do you just want to keep going?
Yeah. For me, it's the I'll be the man, I expect you to be a lady. Because I feel like most of the men that are like that are also gonna complain about how they have to buy women drinks and pay for dinner, but also when a woman disagrees with them, they're like, "I'm the man." It's like, "Are you?" Women can't be gold diggers if you don't have any gold to dig.
Correct.
Mm.
I have funny ones. Let's see. And I'm pulling some I was only on an app for a little while, and Erika and I decided to do this episode about 20 minutes post hitting the record button. And so I've been off the apps for a hot minute. So all of the screenshots and stuff that I've sent Erika are lost in text messages and lost in my photo albums. So I Googled some things. Couple funny ones. One is from a woman named Katie, 24. She says, "I hear you like bad girls. I'm bad at everything." I fucking lost it. And then I'll switch back. But this one is a girl that's clearly connected to oxygen, right? She's got the little nose cannula in. She's 20. She says, "I'm dying, so you don't have to worry about a long-term commitment." Everybody needs the D, boo-boo. Like,
That's true. That is a
get
fact.
it.
That is a
She
fact.
doesn't even, if that's the case, she doesn't have to worry about STDs either.
Yeah.
Yikes. First of all, terrifying, but also, like, girl, get it. If I was dying,
Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Yeah. I think the best one I ever came across, honestly, like the one that was the funniest, it was a guy. All it said, like, I assume he was a mechanic, but all he said was, "I'll fix your car if you can fix me." I was like, I was like, huh. I don't want to do that, but also mechanics are expensive, so.
You have to be a better boyfriend than my best friend. Hello.
Yes! Yes! One of my other friends said that. I'm like, here's the thing. I just had one of the best weekends of my life with my best friend. Are you gonna take me to Kansas City? Are you gonna, like, buy me McDonald's? Are you gonna, like, let me be the passenger princess all weekend? Like, excuse me. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Also, listeners, we joke about this shit all the time, but Erika was also my daddy this weekend. Like, she, like, reminded me to drink water. At one point, I was so, like, frantic. I was, like, setting up the photo booth. I'm doing these things, and I'm looking around, and Erika looks at me, and she goes, "Sarah, sit down. Eat this sandwich." And I was like,
Yes.
"Yes, ma'am." Yes.
Also, we both ate a sandwich, and that was the only thing we ate all day.
Hi, Living Understaffed podcast listeners. It's author Andrea H. Romy here. Don't you hate it when it's your job to keep a town looking nice, repair broken fences, patch the leaky roof, but suddenly everything is broken because magical tree that protects the town now has been destroyed, and you have to figure out how to repair magic before your town is ruined forever. Well, that's my cozy fantasy, the standard book of anything. It has all that, plus a hero's journey, lots of magical items, and a twinge of romance for our main character, M. Strider. And releasing May 28th is a sequel to the standard book of anything, The Lost Ring of Destiny. It's another fantasy adventure featuring M. Strider, our favorite problem-solving handy woman. The Standard Book of Anything and The Lost Ring of Destiny by Andrea H. Romy. Get both of these stories wherever books are found.
This one is also mildly triggering, and I will elaborate. No maybes or open relationships. Hotties only. The reason why I have an issue with that is because if you don't consider me a hottie, in quotes, then just don't. You don't even have to say that.
Now,
Anyway.
I've never been on Tinder. So, do both people have to swipe right? Or is it just one person that has to swipe right?
Both people need to swipe right.
Then fucking... Oh my God, that's so annoying. That's so annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, then just don't. If you don't think somebody's attractive, don't swipe left. It's fine.
Correct.
Anyway. No maybes or open relationships. Hotties only. If my blue eyes don't drown you, my touch will melt you. I highly doubt that, but okay. Tattooed dad, I'm really chill. Doesn't seem very chill. Let's shoot some pool, head downtown for a car show, hit the arcade, or take the car on the track. All those things sound like something he would like to do. Kayaking, guns, gaming, vinyl records, DIY, my Spotify, and my shoe game is huge. That those are the only things that are huge on you, sir. Did I mention I'm a chef? Chef or a line cook? Because those
are two different things. Or busboy. Three different things.
As a person who dated my ex-husband was a line cook, and he also was a sous chef at a really nice restaurant. Those two jobs were surprisingly similar. One of them just has worse hours, and it wasn't the line cook. So I don't know. You're a chef, so it means you don't cook and you're gone all the time? That's what that says to me. Anyway. Cuddles, long hair, and yoga pants are a plus. I'm an absolute, I lean right and conservative. Sophistication, class, and curves are a turn on. Unvaccinated, ! Also, can we talk about the fact that anytime a dude is like, oh, I love a woman with curves, he needs a woman who's like a size 8 instead of a size 2. Which are fine. Nothing wrong with either of those sizes. I'm just saying.
This one is a man dressed and looks similar to Jesus. His profile name is Jesus. He's 21. His profile photo is immaculately done. Okay, so his picture, he's got long hair and a beard. He's pouring a water bottle into a wine glass, and it turns into wine, like you see it in the photo. Then he has, I think it's tortillas, like a bag of tortillas on the corner of the table with a bag of Swedish fish. Hilarious. Like, the effort put into that is pretty great.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
His occupation is carpenter. He says actually several thousand years old. I don't know why it says 21. LOL.
And the reason why that's funny is the amount of times, because so on Tinder, you set your age range, right? And there'll be guys that are like, I don't know why it says I'm 34. I'm actually 52. And I'm like, yeah. Weird.
As if your picture didn't also give it away. Because also, those are the people who are taking pictures where you're looking down at the camera after you just opened it. Like, come on, do better.
Or like,
yeah, in the bathroom.
sir. Or the
So yes. Which some people
get it
have
together.
where they look. Some people look adorable when they do shit like that. But like, So he continues to say, downside, I've only been nailed once. Upside, I would die for you, so you know I'm committed. Also, my dad is a pretty big deal. He always beats me in dreidel. Swipe right if you need some Jesus in you. And then he says, my anthem is Jesus Take the Wheel by Carrot. I can't even breathe. Oh, I laughed so hard. First of all, the effort put into this is so fucking clever. Like, I just, props to you.
Top tier.
Jesus. Top
Seriously.
tier. Oh, God, that was so funny.
One of the best things I've ever heard is my roommate, sweet Selena, was talking about trying to give up control, and she's like, I'm trying to let Jesus take the wheel, but if he could just avoid some potholes every once in a while, I'd really appreciate it. I laughed so hard.
I love that. It needs to go in the episode description.
Yes. Because seriously. This one, American flag. Dating with intentions leading to a relationship. It takes 2 seconds to proofread. PSA. It's not hard. Anyway, culturally aligned with traditional Western values and Christianity, reverence for the United States Constitution and freedom above all else. Cultivating an environment of loving masculinity in which the divine feminine can flourish and soar. I have little free time, but when I do, it's spent with wine and music, either creating music or going to concerts. Art galleries are always a great date. Road trips to NC. Loverboy Fantana. Okay. Dating with intention to marry, but you don't have any free time.
All right.
And again,
call me out like that, you dumb hoe. Like, I don't have fucking any goddamn free time.
I know, but you would make free time.
But I shouldn't, because I'm understaffed. It's bullshit.
It
if
is
I
bullshit.
Didn't enjoy or want vitamin D every now and then, I wouldn't seek it out. I wouldn't do it. Because I have better shit to do with my life.
I also appreciate the fact, though, I have to say, I appreciate the fact that this man is 43 and he's like, dating with intention to marry, because the amount of men that you see are like 38 and they're like still figuring it out. Like, sir, you only have a few precious years with that hairline left. Like, you better figure it out.
Factual.
I'm just saying.
I found one. It's Pete, he's 41. The photo is of a half-naked man with a half-naked woman, and her boobs are pressed up against his chest. And she's a 10 in this photo. She's a 10 and he's a solid 4.2. He says, things you need to know about me. First off, if we go out, you're paying. Not just for me, but for my wife if she shows up. And she's a drinker. Sex isn't guaranteed after that. If I'm interested, I'll place my underpants on the table, fold them in 3, and place in your handbag. Return them washed, and we will consummate passionately. I dislike women. A plus if you wear my mom's perfume and fit perfectly in the void she left. I'm 6 foot and 4 inches. Those are 2 measurements.
That was good.
I don't even, like, I think that I would swipe right out of morbid curiosity. Just,
oh my God.
what is going on with this? I need to know. I'm so curious.
Oh, yeah. Also, like, I will say, like, on Tinder, there are so many that are just like, there's no photo, or it's like, it's a photo of like a sunset. Like, very clearly he's like married or something, or like doesn't want to show his face for whatever reason. And I'm like, I'm not gonna entertain that for my own safety, really.
Also, yeah, let's talk about being safe. Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, there are a lot of those. Or there are a lot of like very clearly like not who they say they are. I'm like, that is an AI image, and if you can't tell, remove yourself from the internet.
Speaking of, Adventure Guy is back at Fort Leonard Wood. Known him for like 3 years, which is weird to talk about. When I was on an app, his picture would come up every now and then. And I would screenshot it and send it to him and be like, I thought your name was so-and-so. And it comes up as Joe or Jimmy or Jeffrey. Like, I didn't know you liked horseback riding. Shocking. So there was a few times that I swiped right on these people and they would, you know, talk whatever bullshit they were talking. And then I would straight up be like, I know the person in the photo and I know it's not you. And they would either block me or leave me on red and I would just report their profile. But the number, like, first of all, weird that I just so happened to know that person, even though he used to live at Leonard Wood. So like maybe it was somebody that he knew or whatever. But there's also a lot of fake profiles out there, and it on a very real level for any of our people that are out there dating, I find it so fucking infuriating when people make fake profiles to fuck with other people. Like, if the other people are genuinely looking for human connection or a relationship or intentionally doing anything, and you're a fake profile trying to get money from them or scamming them or whatever, like, that is seriously disgusting. It's awful. Get a goddamn life, get a real fucking job, and earn money the appropriate way. I didn't mean to throw that across the room, but I was like, "Bah!" And my fucking water bottle went flying.
No, for real, it's hard enough to like put yourself out there, especially like, and then to have someone like use that vulnerability against you is really shitty.
Yeah. So, anyway, this one made me laugh so hard. Girl named Sydney. Super cute profile photo. She's 24. She says, the only reason I can't read this. The only reason I want a boyfriend is so that when I'm singing Fergalicious and it's at the part where she says, I be up in the gym just working on my fitness, he's my witness, I can point to him and he'll do the little woo part, because right now I have to do both parts by myself and it's stressful because right after the woo part, I have to get right back into rapping and the transition is harder than you think. And first of all, Sydney, girl, we've all been there. We have all been there singing both parts for years. So I feel your pain. I feel it.
Yes.
I feel your pain.
Yes.
Oh, it made me laugh.
This one, taking sugar baby applications, apply, and your skills to be considered. My net worth has more digits in it than the last 4 of your phone number. The last 4 of your phone number.
Last 4 of my phone number is not very big, boo-boo.
Leave it to find out more. I'm looking for someone who's comfortable embracing their feminine energy when I create the necessary space for it. I am aware of my value. Disgusting. I won't deviate from my standards and know exactly what I'm bringing to the table. We all know how we feel about that. Align with my energy and we can achieve something wonderful together. Not everything about that is bad. However, the sugar baby thing, also looking for a short-term relationship, like what?
No, thanks.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, first of all, who are you? My name is Christina Mitchell.
And what do you write?
I write mafia suspense thrillers.
Okay, we're here for that.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite character?
I do, and it's not the mafia romance. There's some spice in it, but we're talking bad people going after good people. A father wants a legacy for his kids, creates a vineyard. Very profitable.
So my dream man is what you're saying. Okay.
And so and so the local Don, he's greedy. He wants it. He's going to come and get the land. But that land should have gone to his family long before. So that's the revenge part.
Okay.
But you got to figure out, got to read it to find out. When I write, I really try to get in touch with the characters and feel like, okay, what is it how would they feel in that moment? And, feel that. It's kind of scary. Everybody goes, oh, she's so sweet. How could she write that? Because there's some blood and there's some, My daughter looked at her father and goes, how do you sleep in bed with her? Aren't you afraid? The character that I write, probably the easiest, is the evil Dawn.
Okay.
Yeah, the sweet face can really get into that.
You write
Dawn.
the evil.
Yeah.
Well, I love that.
Yeah. So, and he's one of those that you just absolutely love to hate. You want him to die.
Oh.
Very painful, slow death.
Okay.
Him and his minions.
How many books do you have right now?
I have 2 right now.
2. Do you have any upcoming releases?
Not yet, but I suffer from chronic pain. So I wrote a book on living life with pain and not in it. And that's my next book to release.
Oh, I will be reading that.
So, yeah. I started writing a couple decades ago, and I was just doing it for fun because my husband, I always said, why do all the mafia stories have men in charge? Come on. I know some very formidable women in the Italian family because I'm Italian, right?
I love that.
So, and he goes, well, why don't you write it? You're a good storyteller. All right. Bring it. All right. Well, I'll do that.
So where can we find you online?
Where are you? Currently, you can buy the books. Either go to theitalianrose.com.
Okay.
You can also watch the video that I created for the book, for book 1. Kind of gives you a nice little slice of it. Or you can get them on Amazon.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming over here.
Oh my God, thank you guys for having me. This was fantastic. Make it so easy.
So this one, he's kind of a cutie. He has cows in his profile picture where he's like up close, like he's laying in the grass with a calf. It's adorable.
Adorable.
27. His name's Andrew. He says, 2 reasons to date me. 1, because you'd be the good-looking one. And 2, please.
That's adorable.
Oh, I love that.
I've been living abroad for the last 8 years. I'm a sucker for a supple bosom and strong birthing hips. Exactly. That face, exactly. Also, I see a lot of people on here getting healthy. Keep up the good work. Thanks, guy. MAGA, this app is trash. It's either an elephant or a dude pretending to be a woman. Thanks, guy. I'm starting to believe that there's no normal women here anymore. Again, when you say shit like that.
I mean, what are we supposed to do with that as, literary art? Thank you so much for the contribution to my soul. Ugh.
Yes. Yes.
Tinder fails. Because, obviously. There was one that I found that's hilarious. So it says, the first message is sent from the girl. Are you a parking ticket? Because you've got fine written all over you. The response, are you McGonagall's? Oh, ooh, the spelling errors on this are brutal. Are you McDonald's? Because can I have a double cheeseburger, Big Mac, 10 chicken nugget, ice cream, Oreos, pizza, chicken, sandwich, ketchup, napkin, french fries, fork, tomato? Idiots.
What?
I think he was using talk to text, or he was drunk, or both.
Yes.
Mm.
This one. Don't ask God to bring someone into your life, but ask that you will be ready when they arrive. This one is literally just a picture of a cock cage and keys.
No. Wow.
At least he knows what he wants. This one is my favorite. This one is my absolute favorite, and it's hilarious.
Okay.
100% straight. Please no male likes in all caps. That's it.
Wow.
Like, bro, all right. Okay.
Wow.
You seem very secure in yourself.
This person says, hello, handsome. He says, hey. They said, how are you? Just in bed. You? Just woke up. Cried myself to sleep last night. Upside down smiley emoji. Skull emoji. They said, that sucks. Do you like big dick, though?
Oh my God.
Wow.
This one, again, this is one that I received. I want to come on your beautiful face. That's it. That was first message off the rip.
Bold.
Yes. Same thing. First message. Will you swallow me? My response was, bro, it's 6 a.m.
I remember that. That was like the same day we were recording and you were like, what the fuck? Like, I'm just trying to fucking wake up. It's Sunday. Like,
what? You should ride my face. I mean, at least he's asking to do something for me, I guess. Please let me suck on your toes and call you pretty. Again, I guess he's trying to be nice.
it's just not my thing.
Same. Also, there's a guy was like, what are you doing? I have plans right now. Can I fuck your throat? That's going to be a hard pass for me.
This one, they sent a message and said, have you ever ate a date? And they said, ate a date? Yes. Reply, what's that mean? Like ate their ass? The person says, it's a fruit. Like,
oh my
God. Imagine being that person being like, oh. Oh, fuck. That's so funny. This person says, not interesting for everyone, though. Reply, and what kind of tricks can you make? They said, I can turn a bottle of whiskey into a full week of shame and legal troubles. Also card tricks.
Hell yeah.
Oh. The Jesus profile that I talked about a little bit earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Someone matched with him and then screenshotted their conversation with him. He opens the conversation with, whoa, I can see why Solomon had 700 wives. He never met you. Seriously, the Jesus profile is top notch. The effort, top.
All right, that's it for us, guys. We do not have a Casey Book Beat ad because that was last weekend. Very exciting. Remember, we do have our book club. Join our Discord. We have 2 affiliates, Primal Queen and Everyday Dose. Their links are... Oh, we have 3 affiliates. Forever... Shit. We have 3... we have 3 affiliates. Forever, Primal Queen, and Everyday Dose. All of our links are in the link tree. Like and share, comment on all of our socials. We love you so much, and without you, we would be potting into the void.
Love you, Grandma Vita. Talk to you soon.
Love you, Grandma Vita.